6:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe, assisted by Nilusha Jayamanna, and read by Geetanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. China pledges full support to Sri Lanka at the UN Human Rights Council Interactive Dialogue. The national program to set up export zones will commence tomorrow. Minister Vasudeva Nanayakkara assures not to increase water bills. 4 police officers of the Paliyagoda police station interdicted in connection with an assault incident. In news overseas, hundreds of schoolgirls feared kidnapped in Nigeria. In sports, Commonwealth Games highlight women's sport on Super Sunday. Local news in detail now. China has commended the government of Sri Lanka for its efforts to actively promote and protect human rights, advance sustainable economic and social development, improve people's living standards, protect the rights of the vulnerable groups, advance national reconciliation and combat terrorism. Chinese permanent representative in Geneva, Ambassador Chen Shu, extended China's strong support to Sri Lanka in his official statement in the interactive dialogue on the OHCHR report on Sri Lanka during the 46th session of the Human Rights Council. Sri Lanka has received the support of 21 countries, while 15 countries, mainly European countries and Norway, have gone against Sri Lanka. Japan and India are following a neutral stand. The national program to launch export agricultural zones in identified areas in the country will commence tomorrow from Hambantota. The inauguration ceremony will be held tomorrow morning at the Angunakola Palace Kasagala Rajamaha Viharaya under the patronage of the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The State Ministry of Export Crops Promotion implements the program with the aim of increasing the contribution of export agriculture to 4% by 2025 to the gross national product. The State Ministry hopes to establish agricultural export zones in 10 districts by the end of this year. Minister Vasudeva Nanayakkara says that water bills will never be increased. During a function today in Kandy, he said that the government's stance is not to burden people by increasing water bills when they are facing difficulties due to the pandemic. A chief inspector and 3 police constables attached to the Paliyagoda police station have been immediately interdicted in connection with assaulting Migara Gunaratna. 2 teams are conducting investigations into the incident on the order from IGP Chandana Vikramaratna. The police headquarters said that the assault had taken place when inquired about a suspect brought to the Paliyagoda police station for an inquiry into a financial fraud. The government has decided to hold the State Vesak Festival at Nagadipa Rajamaha Viharaya this time. The State Vesak Festival will be held with the participation of 65 temples and 35 Dhamma schools in the North and East provinces. The Vesak Festival will be organized together with other religions. Hindu, Christian and Muslim affairs departments under the Ministry of Buddha Sasana will join the festival. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Minister Prasanna Rantunga says that the government has no need to cover up any details in the Presidential Commission report on the Easter Sunday attack. He pointed out that the commission was appointed during the time of the previous government. Former Senior Deputy Inspector General of Police Anura Senanayake has passed away this afternoon. Anura Senanayake had joined Sri Lanka Police in 1973 as a sub-inspector. He was appointed as the director of the Colombo Crimes Division in 2008 and was promoted to the rank of Senior DIG in December 2011. That ends local news for now. The main news story follows.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vedha Mahatmya in every home.
The main news news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The Ministry of Health says that another 664 COVID-19 patients have recovered and discharged from the hospital within the last 24 hours. This brings the total number of COVID-19 recoveries in the country to 77,625. A total of 81,933 cases of coronavirus have been reported in Sri Lanka so far, while 3,849 of them are currently under medical care. Sri Lanka's death toll due to the virus stands at 459. That was our main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight this evening, Director General of Samurdhi, Bandula Tilakarisi, said that the program to create 25,000 young women entrepreneurs has commenced. Members of low-income families have been selected for the program. The Samurdhi Director General said that the aim of the program is to provide essential consumer goods at fair prices at rural communities. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News, brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. Hundreds of schoolgirls feared kidnapped in Nigeria. US President Biden raises human rights in call with Saudi King Salman. Amazon rainforest plots sold via Facebook Marketplace ads. World News in detail. Hundreds of schoolgirls are feared to have been kidnapped in the northwestern state of Zamfara. A teacher told the media that at least 300 students were unaccounted for after this morning's attacks by gunmen. A spokesman for the state's governor has confirmed the attack but did not give details. This is the latest mass abduction targeting schoolgirls in recent weeks. Armed gangs often seize school children for ransom. At least 42 people, including 27 students, who were kidnapped last week in the central state of Niger, are yet to be released. US President Joe Biden has talked by phone with King Salman of Saudi Arabia as he seeks to put relations with America's old ally on a new footing. He affirmed the importance the US places on universal human rights and the rule of law. Mr. Biden made the call after reading a forthcoming US report into the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The report is expected to implicate the king's son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He denies involvement. Parts of Brazil's Amazon forests are being illegally sold on Facebook. The protected area include national forests and land reserved for indigenous peoples. Some of the plots listed via Facebook's classified ads services are as large as 1,000 football pitches. Facebook said it was ready to work with local authorities, but indicated it would not take independent action of its own to halt the trade. To end this bulletin of World News, a reminder of the headlines once again. Hundreds of schoolgirls feared kidnapped in Nigeria. US President Biden raises human rights in call with Saudi King Salman. Amazon rainforest plots sold via Facebook Marketplace ads. That ends World News.
World News, brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development news. The Gampaha Wickramarachchi Ayurvedic Institute, affiliated to the Kelaniya University, will be upgraded to a national university from the 1st of March. The Gampaha Wickramarachchi University of Indigenous Medicine has all facilities including lecture halls, hostels, a library and an IT lab. On to sports news. Commonwealth Games. The 2022 Commonwealth Games will have a Super Sunday on the 7th of August, celebrating women's sport with 3 major finals. The medal matches for women's hockey, 20-over cricket and netball will take place as part of 11 medal sessions in one day. There will be a further 9 events that will conclude a week earlier on Sunday, the 31st of July, with a schedule designed to fit around the final of the Women's Football European Championship. In total, there will be 283 medal events across 11 days of competition, with the games in Birmingham set to start on the 28th of July. Cricket news. Pakistan batsman Umar Akmal's 18-month ban for failing to report corrupt approaches has been reduced to a year by the Court of Arbitration for Sport. The 30-year-old was also fined 4.25 million Pakistani rupees. The ban is backdated to when he was suspended by the Pakistan Cricket Board Disciplinary Committee in February 2020. Akmal will be free to play competitive cricket once he has completed a rehabilitation program. That ends sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Aitken Spence Hotels Overseas Resorts, Heriton's Ara Maldives and Desert Nights Camp, Oman were recently honoured among the best global luxury brands at the Luxury Lifestyle Awards 2021. The accolades were bestowed in the categories of Best All-Inclusive Resort and Best Luxury Hotel for Heriton's Ara and Desert Nights Camp respectively, shortlisted and selected from among 10,000 applicants in 400 categories. The Luxury Lifestyle Awards confers goods and services aimed at the global professional community. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news. Courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Headline inflation, as measured by the year-on-year change in the Colombo Consumer Price Index, increased to 3.3% in February 2021 from 3% in January 2021. This was driven by a monthly increase of price of items in both food and non-food categories. Meanwhile, food inflation year-on-year increased to 7.9% in February 2021 from 6.8% in January 2021. However, non-food inflation year-on-year decreased marginally to 1.3% in February 2021 from 1.4% in January 2021. That was economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And the weather report. The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at a few places in the southern province and in the Ratnapura district during the evening or night. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabragamua, Ua and western provinces and in the Gaul and Matra districts during the morning. That was the weather report, and before we end this news broadcast, the headlines once again. China pledges full support to Sri Lanka at the UN Human Rights Council Interactive Dialogue. The national program to set up export zones will commence tomorrow. Minister Vasudeva Nanayakkara assures not to increase water bills. 4 police officers of the Paligoda police station interdicted in connection with an assault incident. Foreign news, hundreds of schoolgirls feared kidnapped in Nigeria. Sports, Commonwealth Games highlight women's sport on Super Sunday. That ends this evening's news broadcast, and over to my friend and colleague Victor Raj to continue with the rest of the programs until the close of transmission. Over to you, Victor.